I didn't actually think of an intro for this one, but hi everyone, how y'all doing today?
But you're the runner. It was your job to do that. Normally, I have an intro queued up for something like this.
Yeah, like, I've been doing so many marathons recently, I was waiting, my brain was like, okay, I'll wait for the host to throw to me.
We're just we will be your disaster lesbians today. I am your commentator, Demarine. The other one with me here, of course, is the runner, Leggy Starscream. Hi, Leggy.
Hi, I love you.
I love you too.
So this is Super Lesbian Animal RPG. As you can see, it came out almost a year ago now. Came out December of last year. It's a really cute, really gay RPG, and yeah. So let's go ahead and start getting started. Got the initial setup. We're going to be playing on easy because I like boosted stats. It lets me go fast. When I confirm this text box, time will start. So, Debbie, why don't you count us in?
Did you remember to load a save so you can skip cutscenes later?
Yes, I did that.
Okay, just making sure because you didn't do that last practice.
Oh, I know. I did it this time.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, I'll count you in. Are you ready?
Yep.
We'll go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Cool. This is a indie game. As previously mentioned, it's actually made in RPG Maker. And one of the nice things about that is I am just holding the cancel button right now to mash through this text. Turbo is great. Build your games with Turbo. Allow turbos on your speedruns. Save people's hands.
I'm like old. My wrist can't take it anymore. Mashing is hard.
Right? So these are two of our 4 super lesbian animals who are going to make up our party. That is Melody, the fox, who is going to be our healer, and we have Allison, the rabbit, who is going to be our melee DPS.
So who gets the RPG then?
I think the fact that I'm using Final Fantasy rolls means we're already there.
Oh, no, I thought we get a missile launcher in this run.
No, the enemies get the missile launcher, don't worry about it.
That's not fair. But of course, here's Claire, our third lesbian, and she, of course, is a wizard. She's got the wizard hat and everything.
So, I think some of her spells count as RPGs in that sense. This is Behemoth 4, if you're familiar with Mystic Quest. This goes exactly the same way, except we can't lose. Basically, it's our initial tutorial boss. It will always attack in the same pattern. There is no risk of dying. There is no chance of beating it.
You just guard. It's faster.
Yep.
Rather than having animations.
Yeah, and so now Claire is going to do a ritual to let the two of us use magic. You'll notice we had attack, guard, and item. That's going to change here in a little bit. Don't worry. It's fine. Nothing bad will happen from messing with, power of this level.
The Melody very specifically asks at the end of that dialogue, is this dangerous? And Claire goes, yeah, probably. It's like, are you sure?
Yeah, so Melody is looking to become a paladin, and so to become a paladin, you need to pick what you're drawing your power from. We're going to pick the power of homosexuality.
Why are we picking that power exactly? Because it's faster.
Yeah, it is a direct straight line. In any percent, we also pick that for that reason, but in this All Quests run, which we should probably talk about what that means, it also has the shortest promotion quest that Melody is going to be doing later.
Yep, the whole point of all quests is that we get to do all of the optional content in the game as well as the main storyline. Nice miss, by the way.
Thank you.
Nice. We're trying to get this marathon back on track by losing 3 seconds in the first fight. We're doing our part. Thanks, RNG.
Yep. This game, RPG, you can't spell RPG without RNG.
I mean, you can, can't you? There's no N in role-playing game, is there?
Playing.
Please take the bait next time. It's funnier that way.
This is Jody, who's going to be our fourth party member. She's a chill tiger. But here we're going to get our first major divergence from any percent, and we're going to have to come over here to the magic shop, talk to Catherine here behind the counter, who is going to give us our first side quest. We actually have to pick this up before we finish Act 1. Let's not talk about the run where I forgot to do that.
It becomes unavailable, and the run becomes invalid, and that's terrible. So, notably, in this run, we take very few not required encounters. As you can see, much like modern RPG design has moved towards, you can see the enemies on the map, and they move around. But there are specific ones that block paths and or treasure chests that we will be required to fight, and then the most of them we will be attempting to walk around rather than walk into, because fighting things is slow and a waste of time. Do you still take one optional in?
We take two optionals.
Okay.
We have to take two to get levels in the first dungeon that's coming up. Yep. But it used to be we only took one optional because we thought an encounter that was optional was required. Turns out that one's optional, and that one's actually slower to take than another one, so that'll make a lot more sense when we get there. Now that we've got two party members, we've unlocked one of the most important battle mechanics, which is that kissing your girlfriend in combat gives her plus 15% to all of her stats.
Did I kiss my girlfriend before this run? Maybe.
Allison missed her directional attack there, which is annoying, but what can you do? Can you explain those, Love?
Sure. So every enemy has a weakness to a specific direction, left jab, right jab, high kick, and low kick. So hitting the right directional helps out. You do require 20% of that star meter. You get star meter for doing things within your job class. So Melody is a healer, and so if she heals you, she gets star meter. Allison gets kissing again, by the way. Mm-hmm. Allison just gets it for fighting because she is a melee combatant. And then then you get some very powerful effects that burn your star meter.
Mm-hmm. And
also, kissing your girlfriend also always gives you meter, by the way. That's important to know, that being a lesbian is also part of every job class.
Yep. And one of the things we'll be doing in a lot of the fights, they are scripted so that we have star meter at the right times until it stops mattering, because of the strategies we have set up. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Here's Beverly. She runs the local diner. She rules.
Yep. It's closed, but, she's chill. Yeah. We're currently on the hunt for Claire, because Beverly mentioned that she was looking for us. She's currently down in Allison's basement. Hanging out. Vibing. Yep. I'm gonna pick up 2 ethers, because those are going to be very important. Hey, let's say the line.
A dungeon?
A dungeon! So, the narrative here is that Melody and Allison want to become adventurers, and now that they've got magic, they need, a chance to test it out. So Claire, being a witch, did some magic to turn Allison's basement into a dungeon made out of cardboard, so that we can get some practice doing things and fighting encounters and stuff.
I'm sure nothing bad will come of this. Like, warping the fabric of reality, I'm sure is fine. I'm sure everything's going to be alright, and nothing bad is going to come of this.
This fight can be a little annoying. It can troll if Allison gets a low roll on damage, because if they don't die to Claire's Scorch attack, they turn into flaming dust bunnies, which give less experience points. And we'll have to take an extra optional encounter later.
So, of note, the general structure of dungeons in this game, of course, are all pretty similar. Find locations of keys in dungeons, use them to open doors to make further progress, and then, you know, probably fight a boss at the end. Conveniently, that cardboard door tells you that it requires 2 keys.
Yeah, that's one of the interesting things about this game, is that there are some dungeon doors that, you know, don't need a key, but need a specified number of keys. Say hi to the Big Dust Bunny, everyone.
Also, enjoy your boss music. Enjoy your butt rock. Why is that Dust Bunny flexing at us?
I mean, look, if you were that ripped, wouldn't you?
I've never been that ripped in my life.
Yeah, so, yes, I understand you'll have to imagine. But yeah, that's the Big Dust Bunny. We got the Gauntlet Drop, which is nice. That's a 50-50.
And then you get a sword.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to actually be some really nice equipment. Notably, the Gauntlet lets Melody hit a little bit harder, which is going to be relevant here in a little bit. Obviously, as a healer, her overall attack power drops off pretty fast. But here in the early game, just having Melody do basic physical attacks can be really useful. Especially with how this game has damage ranges and stuff.
So Jody keeps her phone well charged, which I respect. But we also find that we cannot leave the dungeon through normal means. Again, messing with the fabric of space-time has not caused any problems. Then we're going to get to the cutest part of the game in just a moment. This is unskippable, thankfully, so...
Yeah, so Allison yeeted her old baby photos into this cave because, like, come on, they're a little embarrassing.
But tiny carrot outfit, come on!
Right? And so basically what happened was the basement dungeon hooked up with this cave system due to weird magic stuff going on. Theoretically, I could skip taking this full heal off this couch, but one, you don't get to hear Allison say, "I'm a sleepy bunny," which is very important. And two, this is a marathon. We're doing some of the safety strats. Part of the routing through this early game here really depends on how many ethers we see drop. If we don't actually see... Right, this is the one that we thought was required.
That you can push out of the way after you run from it.
Too much talking, not enough playing.
And yeah, it stays in the unrunnable state long enough for you to sneak by it, hopefully, which is really nice when it does.
Yeah, so this encounter is relatively straightforward. One of the interesting things about this game is that magic attacks don't have damage variation on them. So, Scorch will always do a set amount of damage there. Which is enough to kill that most of an egg.
So you touch the rock, open the door. This fight's required.
It is not. This is the other optional.
This fight's totally required. You can walk around, can't you?
Yeah, you can 100% walk around it. And in fact, when we used to have to fight the other fight, we would walk around that one. And just fight the one in that room anyway.
But with the idea that now that we've taken those extra fights, when we take the required fight that remains, we will get to level 6, which will get us access to ice magic, will give us access to freeze, which of course is important for killing this next boss, because this boss is weak against ice magic. Why does the whole hound hide in its pants? We don't know.
Where else is it supposed to hide?
It was taking the time to think about its pants.
Mm-hmm. There is a chance that Allison can get the one-shot there, but you have to get a really high damage roll.
Thinking about them pants.
But yeah, we are mostly just running around this dungeon. If you noticed, out in the main room there are pedestals where we put one of our keys into so far. We have to find 4 keys, put them in the 4 corners, to unlock the boss, basically. There's level 4, there's Frost.
Why did I say level 6 before? I'm real tired.
That's okay.
That chest, by the way, not your friend.
Highly recommend talking to it on a casual playthrough because mimics have some of the best dialogue in this game. But, like, just in general, this game is adorable. 10 out of 10. Only $15, you can buy it both on itch.io and Steam. Support the creator. It is incredible. Soundtrack's on Bandcamp.
Support the composer. I do appreciate that when Melody gets to that block and it rises out of the way instead of sinking into the ground like expected, just because I'm so sick of this.
Yeah. There's another block that we could have talked to that also does weird things.
Right, here's Core Guardian.
Core Guardian is fairly straightforward. We just get a lucky freeze.
What is it, Pokemon?
Yeah, basically.
Senior Pokemon team. Just get a lucky freeze.
Yeah, Core Guardian does have some attacks. In particular, one of the attacks it has can inflict the Corrupt status effect, which we did not see here. Corrupt is basically like your standard RPG confusion. It makes that person attack their party members. Melody has the ability to purify it off. That's a spell we picked up at the old school computer in the corner there. But it does waste that character's turn. We got the 4-round fight there, which is optimal. And now we're back into Cutscene Landia, because again, RPG.
Are we alive? Yeah, we're alive.
Back in the cave with the spooky music.
And the danger sign.
Mm-hmm.
Danger, do not read my photo album, Allison.
Right. Danger, do not see how adorable Isla's growing up.
Danger, I had an emo phase.
But yeah, also, after we beat the Core Guardian, there's a weird guy named Javis. Not Jarvis, Javis. He is very particular about it. Who has a VHS tape for a head. Don't worry about it. I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's normal. I'm sure he's never done a thing wrong in his life.
Except for all the things that he's done wrong.
I mean, we all have our embarrassing moments.
But yeah, Melody and Allison hanging out like girlfriends do. Staring at the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Melody talking about coming out and picking her name.
That's important. That's the good stuff.
Yeah. And then this conversation, which, you know, definitely... Javis, definitely a good guy who's going to do only good things and cause 0 problems for us.
That's the end of Act 1, though. We're into Act 2.
What's the
This
time
is
at?
where the... I'm not looking at the timer. I have no idea.
Fair.
I thought you were running a timer. I usually run a timer for this reason.
Oh, I usually do not run a timer, but I'm always curious about my Ackland times, because that's kind of like the benchmark I use to see how good a run's going.
18 minutes and change.
Okay. That is A-okay. We are in a really good spot.
So here's Claire. Think about that tape.
Pay no attention to how many coffee cups are on that table.
This sleep is optional.
Sleep is a debuff.
Do you know what would happen to me if I drank that much coffee?
You would explode?
Probably.
This is Mona. Best character in the game. I'm gonna say that a bunch. She's the librarian. She gives us a bestiary. You want to know what the reward for completing the bestiary is, love?
A complete bestiary?
Correct!
The reward was the friends we killed along the way.
So we've had something weird. We don't know what to do. We're taking it to the person in charge. This is Faith. She's Jody's girlfriend.
She's a magical unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
Notably, she is not the best character in the game.
Look, she's an authority figure. But, like, you know, she's just trying her best.
I mean, Claire is literally the embodiment of be gay do crimes at this point.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of Claire being gay... yeah, no, she is a disaster lesbian with a disaster crush on Beverly.
And she's not going to tell you that.
She does not want to fess up to that. She does.
But she doesn't.
We're gonna take a sec. Rest at the inn.
And now, we gotta grab some quests.
Yep.
Holly, well, tightly written letter. Pepper, weird magic cat.
Who's also like 6 years old.
It's also like 6 years old. Doodles.
This is Holly. She's also part of the Paladin Brigade, the people who protect the town. She wants us to put up the posters. She also gives us a staff.
Here's Pepper. She rules.
God, I want to grow up to be here someday.
Do you want to have an emo phase? Eh?
So there's one of the spots where we can put the posters. We've got 3 posters to hang up. We'll be putting them up as we go, though. First, we gotta do this loop.
Frog friends! Please don't kill them. Oh god, you have to kill them.
Yes, now this is a required fight.
Oh look, they're shaped like friends!
It's fine, they were just defeated.
Okay, that's fine. If they were just defeated, I'm okay with that. Big Frog Friend! I've never seen Big Frog Friend.
There is one further stage of Big Frog Friend.
Is it Biggest Frog Friend?
Yes. Frog Friends only get bigger.
Like on the one hand, Big Frog Friend, on the other hand, becomes hard to hug.
So here's our first poster. But yeah, this is just stuff we have to do to get through the game. We have to go visit the shrine in order for ability to get the spell that allows us to melt these big blocks of ice. Which also lets us cure the frozen status if it gets inflicted upon us. Over here to this tree as we're on our way up. Once again, we have more best characters in the game. If you can't tell, they're bards.
Bird has cool on their sweatshirt. They must be cool.
So that's all 3 posters up. We will be turning in that quest before we go to the next boss fight. But first, we have to do a little more combat to do Pepper's quest. Gotta sneak up back through this way. Right. Imagine inputting correctly.
Imagine.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
Chad
that...
Go ahead.
Sorry?
Chad has noticed that snake has the cool S around its neck.
Oh yeah, cool snake. Yeah, so this one is just in the way enough that we're gonna have to fight it. This is technically an optional fight, but, like, after a certain point, optional doesn't really mean anything.
Why does Squirrel have knife?
Don't worry about it.
Stella, that is a squirrel with a knife.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I want to be really clear that you're telling me not to worry about squirrel with knife.
Yes, he gets defeated.
Okay, but...
Sorry, I misspoke. Pepper's 8.
Ah.
And also wants a knife.
Should we really be giving an 8-year-old a knife?
And so, you have a choice. To either rat Pepper out, or give Pepper the knife. But first we need to come over here, talk to Noelle, pick up another quest that we can otherwise skip. And we're gonna go ahead and make our way to our first fast travel point, and go back to town and turn in the quests.
What? Are we giving Pepper a knife?
It is faster to give Pepper the knife, yes.
You know what? I'm okay with this. I feel like teaching children about knife safety and proper cooking technique at a young age is very important for getting them a love of food and a love of cooking, and that is always great.
Love?
What?
What's cooking?
It's that thing I did last night for dinner.
It was delicious, by the way. But no, Pepper is not going to be cooking. Pepper is going to be doing dark magic rituals.
Wait, I thought we were gonna give her a knife for cooking purposes, so she could cook.
I never said anything about cooking.
No, you said let her cook, and I got real confused for a minute, I guess.
But here's our fast travel system in the game. Welcome, everyone. God, I wish I had a voice filter for this.
Yeah, because you have to say it right.
Yeah. I don't have magical upgrades to my voice, so I can't quite get the right amount of reverb on the astral plane.
It's real hard to talk in Rainbow.
Really?
But yeah, we also grab a critter out of the out of the well there. We need 8 of them. There's 8 in the game, so we're gonna grab that one right now as we walk by it. Pepper's mom promises to take Pepper to the astral plane next year because, you know, it's unsafe or something. And you give Pepper a knife. You did it, love.
Mm-hmm. I'm also going to take the inn here. This should be the last time we take an optional full heal. But given that the ether drops have been scarce, I don't want to risk running out of MP in the desert.
Yeah.
Because this game is really nice. Every time you level up, you get a full HP restore. Not MP. And since Claire relies on her MP, and so does Allison to an extent for this stage of the game, We're going to make safety saves.
And here is the king. The Trash King.
Yeah, but do you want to talk about spellbooks?
Yeah, so spellbooks are a thing that we can buy and or obtain from boxes in the game, and they give us a series of extra spells or abilities for characters. In particular, we grab Inner Beast early on, which gives Allison the Saber-Tooth Chomp ability, which is what we use to one-shot one of the garbage bags. We also grab Spellblade, which gives us the ability to cast elemental spell blades onto a target, much like this were Final Fantasy V. Except you can target anybody with it. But can we talk about the fact that the Trash King has drip? Like, what the heck, Trash King?
Yeah, the Trash King is probably the single greatest character in this game, like, unironically. Like, look at that bird!
Bird's got drip.
But yeah, this fight is much safer in alt quests compared to any percent because you do get an extra level or two off of doing the side quests.
Trash King is literally just a bird, by the way.
Yeah, a bird
does not talk, does not do anything, just yells at you and has drip.
Again, I would love to be Trash King when I grow up.
We can get a Chinese food box and put it on your head upside down. It's fine. But we're kind of on the. This is just the any percent route now. After Trash King is we're gonna head on over to the next town.
Yep.
Where we get the most. What's that?
I was gonna say we got another boss to fight along the way, but other than that, we do have 2 required fights. But they're, fairly straightforward before that boss.
You just get to see more of the adorable enemy design in this game.
Mm-hmm.
The next shopping trip is, like, super, super important, too, so...
Yeah. Actually, do you want to start talking about that now, then?
Yeah, so once we get to the next town, there is going to be some shopping that we do. We are going to get the most important spellbook in the game and the most important accessory in the game. The spellbook is Chronomancy. Chronomancy teaches you the Final Fantasy spell Fast, and some other things too, which actually get used in this route. But Fast is the big one. It is called Speed Up, and it just doubles the number of regular attacks when you click the attack button. Super important for Allison. Will also be important for Claire later too, because we eventually get elemental saves, which allow you to basically use the fight command to cast a spell. So we grab 2 of them because they are that important, and we grab the accessory called Right Back At Ya, which gives you a 25% chance to basically parry, and if you do dodge an attack that way, you immediately counterattack the target, so not only do you save yourself damage, but if Allison is able to Right Back At Ya attacks, it can speed the game up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
We also grab some weapons, but those are way less exciting. And in that box that we grab along the way is the Magical Girl spellbook, which gives you group healing spells. It's the source of AoE healing in the game, so it's important that we grab it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll need it for exactly 2 fights, including the next boss we're about to do. I'm just going to go ahead and equip it now, so I don't forget.
Does not include Magical Girl transformation.
Yeah, that's later.
Spoilers.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm building anticipation.
It is important to note that lesbians can be magical girls too. That's what Sailor Moon taught me.
Mm-hmm. Lasers. This fight is very straightforward, as are a lot of the fights, just like going through the, generic enemies. Bosses are where all the real threat in this game are.
Yep.
Speaking of, it's boss time.
it's a robot. It could be friendly, by the way. We think it could be friendly.
But nope, it's got corrupted with Dalek programming.
It thankfully does not know any instant death magic.
Correct. Especially at this level of the game.
So yeah, we spend a lot of time on this fight throwing ice cubes at this boss. There's the group heal to keep everybody topped off.
Nice crit. Magic might do a consistent amount of damage, but it sure can crit.
Yep. Notably, the automaton will summon a boulder which needs to get destroyed. Conveniently enough, casting frost on it will kill it. Otherwise, you get double attacked on the turns that the rock is out. That's pretty bad for you because you could die.
Yep. But all in all, very clean fight.
We get an elixir that we're going to keep to the end of the game because it's an RPG.
Hell, if we're lucky, we won't even use it. And really make this an RPG.
I'm going to talk about all the times that you should possibly consider using it, and you're just going to ignore me, and that's how you know you're speedrunning an RPG.
Correct. But we're finally about to recruit Jody, who's going to join our party. She's the tank of the party. So she generates star power off of getting punched, or blasted with magic, or whatever. But she also comes with the ability to cast that shield spell, which we use to walk over spikes like this is a golden sun or something.
Is this a golden sun?
Almost?
Not really.
Yeah, the class system isn't really there for it to be a golden sun.
Also, not enough butt rock in the soundtrack, IMO.
Fair.
Wait, that dude's belt buckle says kill.
Yep.
That rules, actually.
Yeah, no, like, all of the character designs in this game are incredible.
Notably, this is the town of the magical undead, so, you know.
Yeah. Zombie Town. Also known as Mumford. I'm not sure who has any sons here.
But yeah, there's Chronomancer. We buy some weapons, because weapons make us do more damage. That's important. And you optimize in that order to get the second copy of Chronomancer on the correct character.
Yeah.
At this juncture, that character is Claire, but later on it will be Jody.
Yeah, the order in which spellbooks get equipped when you hit optimize is basically just a fixed order. So a lot of the equipment menus that we have in here that use the optimization are specifically planned out around making sure that the right spellbooks go on the right people at the right time.
Yep. Notably, there's Allison's mom, Amelia, who shows you the proper way for a bunny to wear an earring, apparently. Apparently it's at the bottom of the ear. Who knew?
I mean, it's one of the spots. Like, there's a lot of ear to put an earring on.
Yep.
Anyway, we're going to take a slightly different route out of town compared to where we would at any percent to pick up another critter.
Because we gotta make a friend here.
Not those friends.
No, we don't love them. Why is Tiny Critter Pal in a box? I don't know. Let's not find out.
Well, the important thing is Tiny Critter Friend is no longer in a box, and it is our job to make sure the Tiny Critter Friends are no longer in boxes anywhere.
We definitely rescued it, yes. But yeah.
Hey, love? Do you think we found where Javis is?
No? This could be a decoy.
You know what? True.
If I were a VHS tape, I don't know if I'd write my name on everything. Just my label.
That's fair.
So I know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy the best music in the game. I'll be saying that a lot.
And this is probably my favorite track. It's fighting in the 990s.
What if your battle theme were suddenly Eurobeat?
Yeah, color wheels have the ability to change party members' colors. This does not actually do anything other than provide some visual gags. All of the different color palettes are based off of other media properties. I forget the list. Also, we can do that.
Welcome to Skips.
That is the 1 actual speed tech in this game.
Also, this game has heal climbs because it's a Dragon Warrior, clearly. This is a Dragon Warrior now, by the way.
Always has been. There's metal slimes. Except they're not slimes, they're actually snails. This is another one of those, like, loosely required fights. This fight can roll just, like, any random enemy formation in this area. So we got one of the bigger packs, which is kind of annoying, but, you know, easy enough to clean up.
Also, those treasure chests that are drawn into the maze, those are actually treasure chests that you can get.
Yes.
We're not going to.
Yeah, we get the dungeon mechanic button, which allows us to press switches like the one you see right there to change the level of sand in this dungeon. We will be using that briefly.
The nice thing is that you get to skip a lot of that by stepping over the wall there.
We would also have to come back over to the other side where we got the first key to pick the second key to unlock that door, but skips!
Now we're really a Dragon Warrior. Now we're a regular game. And now we're a Final Fantasy Legend. And now we're big. And now we're small. And now we're in a room with a key.
And I'm still grateful that going through these rooms is still probably faster than going back for that other key. Because you do need to have the ability to change sand levels in order to get that second key.
Yep.
So this is probably the fastest way through. Probably the fastest, comma, says world record holder, comma.
The world record holder has not timed.
Nope. Look, I've been busy running marathons and stuff. I haven't had time to do, like, the detailed timing and analysis, especially because you have to, like, factor in the fact that fights are random in there, haha.
Yeah.
So you'd have to do, like, multiple trials of things.
Time is fake and hard.
Yep. Anyway, this is a singularity. It has 0 weaknesses to anything. It just takes 100% damage from everything. So we just beat it up.
We punch it with our hands and swords and staves.
Notably it's spears right now.
pointy weapons.
Yeah. Easy 3-rounder.
We get some ID badges here.
Yep. Which are used in that very first room we went in. Luckily, there's a teleporter.
In the coffee break room, in the middle of a dungeon. I mean, I guess Javis needs to have a place where he can grab a cup of coffee in the morning.
Yep. So now we're back in, and you'll notice it's one of these things again.
I'm sure there's nothing wrong with that, and there's no evil that comes from it. Would you like to? Go ahead.
It's the Scrambler, which I'm sure you have no experience with. Things that scramble the nature of reality in a video game.
Nope, no idea. Couldn't tell you. Here's Gumball Guardian, though. In a casual playthrough, this fight can be a bit of a pain. Essentially what ends up happening is that at the end of every turn, Gumball Guardian starts spamming out gumballs that apply different status effects. The red ones will burn you. They are terribly unimportant.
Yeah. Unlike Pokemon, burn doesn't do anything except damage over time.
A small amount of damage over time at that. And it cannot kill you. It's never lethal. It will leave you at 1.
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and do that. I would prefer Allison to not keel over here because party members who are dead at the end of the fight get half the amount of experience points. This gets really bad really fast.
Yep. Now we do need to do one more thing here that we would normally not do in any percent, which is we do need to double back in here real quick after the kill to get an item that we need for a quest. Otherwise, bad things happen. Otherwise, the run's invalid. Sad.
Well, no, this one, the run's not invalid, but we won't be able to progress with one of the quests until we go do it.
Okay, so the run will be sad, but not invalid.
Yes. We'll be able to make up some of the time we're ahead. Ha 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 ha.
Don't forget to gear up the ruby eye.
Yeah.
The red gem. The fire orb.
Or
the thing that is definitely not from Star Ocean.
But now that we've kicked, the butt of Javis and his minion, it's time to go back home. So we're gonna hit that teleporter that we were looking at earlier.
A nice teleporter.
Was a nice teleporter.
Why is it broken? Who broke it?
Someone dropped it, and as you can see, the screen shattered.
Unfortunate.
Should have bought a case for it.
Should have bought a case for it.
But luckily, we can say hi to Lizstar, Ipsy.
It's a goblin.
Technically also a zombie, but come on, tell me that's not a goblin.
I can't.
Yeah. Ipsy is the, computer nerd, as you can tell from the laptop.
Yep.
And there are 4 switches we need to go flip, so we're going to split up one by one, going into a place that has a mana leak, which, just substitute mana leak for gas leak, and you'll understand why this is a bad idea.
This is bad for our party's brains.
Yeah, you can't run away. And you can't beat these things either. They disappear after one turn, so the fastest thing to do here is just guard.
Yep, they kind of just wander off.
If we're lucky, we can sneak on by this, but nope, not today. Obviously, perfect getting through this section is doing that first fight we did. That one could be a bit random, and this one can also be a butt, but we got through, so only 2 encounters here is actually really nice.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
Yeah, this is one of those infinite repeating rooms. There is no pattern, there is no way out. So we just keep going back and forth to force as many screen transitions as quickly as we can.
Yep.
If I had a nickel for every time there was a video game starring a trans girl and her jerk-face headmate, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but I actually do understand why it happened twice. But yeah, we managed to hit all the switches, more or less in one piece.
Yep. Then we wander on through here.
And
everything's all fixed.
Yep. We're gonna see where this teleporter goes.
Goes to Act 3.
Oh, hell yeah. Freaking love Act 3. I do love the effect they have in this section of the water crashing on the waves. Those colors are really pretty, too.
They're really good colors.
Mm-hmm.
How you're doing the thing again.
Well, of course. There's a lighthouse.
I'll just enjoy this music for a minute.
Yeah. As we head back home, feeling pretty good. Nothing's about to... Oh.
Oh no, the town. I can't believe that our meddling with magic has caused severe problems.
But luckily, Paula Brigade is here to bail us out. So we, as novice adventurers, get tasked with finding the remaining civilians and teleporting them to safety. That guy was in the exact wrong place. And we have another banger of a fight theme.
This fight theme is an absolute banger.
Right back at you, bailing me out of missing the attack. That guy with the weird eye and cowboy boot showed up in a cutscene that we skipped before we fought the Gumball Goliath. That's one of Javis' 4 sons, who we will be fighting later, don't you worry.
The librarian doesn't want to leave, and she snarks at you about it, and you're just like, I'm gonna throw this warpstone at your head. Good luck. Good luck with your low physical skills dodging it.
The chair goes with her.
The chair does go with her because she is a librarian after all, and she loves her chair.
I mean, like, I really love a good chair.
Yeah, good chair is good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now we have to fight this enemy to get into Leone magic because we have to save the cats.
Yeah, I'm really worried about how they're doing.
I am really worried about how the family of wizards is doing right now.
Not just the family of wizards, the family of evil wizards.
We don't know they're evil yet.
Oh no, they are straight up, like, that is part of their backstory, that is part of the town lore. Everyone knows that, you know, the grandfather of the Leone family used to be, you know, a supervillain, effectively.
And we give the kid a knife.
Yeah.
Why?
Faster.
But we now know that kid's gonna use it for terrible things.
The mom's chill.
Alright. Terrible things like chopping vegetables.
I think they're fine.
You think they're fine.
Melody thinks they're fine.
Alright. I always trust the protagonist. They always know what's going on, right? She's
Right.
got it. But yeah, Act 3 mostly goes the same route as any %. Is there anything that you do optional in this area?
Compared to... We do some optional content, when we go down into the next dungeon. Okay. But it is optional content that also shows up in any %. Namely, there's some really good loot coming up in the next dungeon that'll give us some really nice power spike. But everyone, say hi, Paula.
Hi, Paula.
Paula's kind of a jerk. She used to be co-workers with Allison before Allison quit to become an adventurer. She's kind of got issues, and as such joined up with Javis and the invading force to, you know, trash the place. But we take a secret back door out of the basement dungeon, and we find Faith here, who is investigating things that are going on. Jody finally gets to hug her girlfriend for the first time in a hot minute.
Faith is married to her job.
A little bit. Just a
Kinda. A little bit.
She also stops herself from from using her name in a pun, which, you know, I respect and appreciate and would never do.
How would you use your name in a pun, though?
I'm not sure, but it would be pretty stellar.
I asked.
You're welcome.
Are you, though?
I said you're welcome, I didn't say I'm sorry.
But yeah, we gotta be a little careful here. Stepping on specific tiles will cause us to get encounters that are unrunnable, that we don't want.
They're the ones that look kind of elevated if you stare at the map. They're always in fixed spots, so it's just a matter of memorizing the patterns that you gotta move in.
Yeah, but there's a headband. We get some nice stuff in here. Flame rods in here, which is important. As we mentioned, items that will let us cast spells later. The flame rod is one of the 2 that we get. We are eventually getting to the most important line in the video game, though.
Yes. I will make sure to give you proper warning for when we get there.
Thanks.
So we grab the key, We also have to go around to grab the weird key, mysterious key. I forget what exactly its name is. It's another key.
The key. It's like the spell, but for keys.
No, love, that's the magic key. Or the any key.
The any key?
It's a weird key.
I don't trust it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
But it is a key, so it must open something.
Yep.
Other proper responses is you're kind of weird, but I don't know if I was going to go for that one on stream.
I mean, it is true, I am kind of weird. I think if anyone's allowed to say that, you know, my partner is. You would be the best judge of the matter. Anyway, to get into the treasure room, we needed to solve a puzzle. Luckily, the passcode's the same every time, so we don't need to know how to solve the puzzle. We just need to know the answer.
It's 493. Now we wander around here, wander through here, avoid that encounter, hang a left.
But yeah, pay attention to this room. We'll be back.
Get the 4,000 gold. We'll need that later. We glad the celestial vestments. We're gonna need that later too. Much less later, but later.
Yeah, like I would equip it now if we weren't grabbing more equipment so that I can do them all at the same time. We're coming up on the line as I open the other box.
Sword! We do get to live the lesbian dream of being a sword lesbian, I guess.
Cool. Do some quick menuing to shuffle things around. Now that we have the flame rod, we really want to be speeding up Claire, so that she can blast things with the power of fire. As it turns out, 2 hits from the flame rod does significantly more damage in that one action than her casting her basic fire spell does.
Then we loop down here. Safety save. Open door. Say hello to Paula again.
Yep.
This time, though, she's gonna try to kill us.
And vice versa.
I mean, I'd like to think that since we're the heroes, we're just trying to knock some sense into her rather than kill her.
You know, that's fair. Nice crit. Nice burn. You know what? Okay. Cool. That's
Nice.
Paul.
Well, it's like, you're weak, you had to fight me 4-on-1 or something, and you're just like, yeah, of course we did, we're smart.
Yeah. Fight smarter, not harder. And so now we are officially on to Cutscene City.
Javis installs summoning.exe into this obelisk.
The Tormentor?
Yes. Had to sacrifice 3 of his brothers to summon him, though.
But in doing so, everyone, please allow me to introduce the wonderful, mysterious Queen Verena.
That's right, we summoned the lesbian goddess.
Mm-hmm. A magical lesbian goddess.
Javis like, what item in town is this? Ah, that one. And Verena importantly has to note that that statue looks nothing like her. She has drip.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all leave.
We get a protective barrier put up around town. While Faith is like, okay. What?
Well, we gotta talk.
So you get, Religion 101. And Claire, of course, basically gets forced to fess up to the fact that she found one of Verena's spellbooks that has some magic that, might have called the attention of extra-dimensional beings, like, the goddess of magic.
I mean, did some forbidden stuff there. Giving other people magic is, not a thing you just go and do. I mean, it's cool.
Right. But here we have, a beautifully cut, a beautifully rendered cutscene that really does an amazing job of conveying, visually what a panic attack feels like.
Also remember, fair and honest communication with your partners is the best way to get through anything.
Mm-hmm. Even if that communication is, I can't right now, let's talk later when my head's in a slightly better spot.
So yeah, Act 4, relationship problems.
Yep. Act 4, also, the longest act. Also, the part where we do all of the things.
We are going to finish the rest of the quests.
Yep.
Faith is going to go tell us to go meet Zinnia, the actual best character in the game.
But we're not going to do that, unlike any percent where we do that immediately. I mean, we will go meet her. We're just not going to do it immediately,
We have other things to do, yes.
Yep.
We've got errands to run for the town.
Well, no, we're just going to ditch town for now.
Alright, fine, we're going to the Astral plane.
Yep. No, say it right.
Fine. The Astral plane. Is that better? Did I do better that time?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're going to warp over here. That is actually the gate to Zinnia's house, but we're going to go this way. Into the Uncanny Valley. Where everything feels mostly right. Don't worry about it.
We're gonna find an old key.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna hit that encounter twice. Because it's being rude.
GG. But we're gonna visit the actual best character in the game in just a moment, too. we hop into... Yes, the water's full of mana, maybe we shouldn't swim in it, so we stick the key in instead.
And we get a laser bridge.
Laser bridge! And there's a little outpost in the middle of the forest here.
Yep, here's Noelle, who we talked to way long ago. This completes the quest.
Yep, and we talked to Mint. Mint is a tiny fairy blacksmith who is going to sell us a hammer which is bigger than she is.
But she's also got a quest. Yeah, hammers in this game are a weapon class that have a particular property, which is you cannot equip a spellbook while you're holding a hammer. This is meant to be a drawback, but since we are making Allison go fast and slam people in the face with her weapons, the drawback doesn't actually matter to us. We're also going to turn in two of the two critters we found so far and pick up
a tiny witch hat.
Yes.
Claire notably can't equip helmets because she is a wizard. She cannot take her hat off.
But the tiny witch hat fits under her hat.
Puts it on under her hat, then puts the big hat back on. Also, we bought map number 3, which we need to get an item for a quest as well.
Yep. Surprisingly, it's actually Vince's quest.
So the astral plane is full of magic, so Claire just gets to use her big magic missile area of effect spell a couple times to end this fight.
I keep thinking that I'll be able to get to sneak and kill it with one of the other characters, but no, it is just faster just to cast.
Wait, what?
Huh.
Rude.
Well, easy enough to clean up. I think I might have... Let me just double check. Nope. Okay. Claire has all the right equipment. No idea why that didn't kill.
Bad luck, bad rolls.
Maybe. Whomst could say? Cave time!
The Polychrome Cavern. Another good color scheme, by the way.
Yeah. This game has a lot of good color schemes going on in a lot of its backgrounds, so, you know, keep your eyes open.
But yeah, if we grab a very specific item here, we grab a starfruit. We're going to end up grabbing a second one of them eventually. We will specifically need 2 of them for a boss later. And what it does is it gives you 100% star meter on the spot, no questions asked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you didn't do the thing that time.
I gotta mix it up. Besides, it's time for Dragon Mom jump scare.
If you tell them that's going to happen, they won't get to Hi! I even appreciate that when she pops her nose out in the actual box in the bottom left, her head is too big for the for the portrait box in the chat.
So good.
She lets us in through her bedroom, which is just a pillow and a throw blanket, which I respect.
Mm-hmm. A large pillow and a large throw blanket.
I mean, she's a large dragon.
Yes.
We importantly learned that Zinnia, roughly 1,000 years old.
Mm-hmm. and knew Verena back in the day when she was kicking around here. Verena's actually here on a quest for revenge because things went downhill. It was not great. But some stuff went down, and Verena
had to skip town.
Yep.
Leaving us with Sad Dragon Mom.
But now it's time to do, you know, the classic anime training arc. You're going to go up into the mountains and pick berries and also talk about our feelings.
Yes, because, you know, Alice and Melody are not having a good one, so...
So Claire and Melody get to hang out, and Allison and Jody get to hang out. Starts off kind of awkward, but eventually turns into really heartwarming conversations that we're going to try and skip through as fast as we can. Buy this game, play it yourself, read the dialogue,
support the creator,
cry a little. This game is really good, really heartwarming.
Oh yeah, here's some some ice slides that we have to go through. Some smallish puzzles.
Annoyingly, enemies keep moving while dialogue's going on, so you get that enemy just cozying on up into like, hey, hey, what you talking about? Hey!
And of course, much like other nosy people in my life, I just ignore them rather than boop them in the snoot.
Hey! Here's the Frost Rod. It is exactly what you think it is. Does the exact amount of damage that the Flame Rod does, but, you know, icy. That's going to be really important because a lot of the endgame enemies are actually weak to frost.
But we keep wandering around here.
Yep, they're talking about sledding and skating, so we got all the berries.
Claire tripped over a root.
And now we're having, you know, the actual deep conversation. People are talking about their feelings. And now we're going to kick over to the other party. I love how... I just love the music in this area. And I'm going to keep saying that. Basically, every single time we go to a new area, I'm going to be like, I love the music in this area, because this game's soundtrack is incredible. This fight is the quote-quote worst fight of the game. These squirrels with knives and hats this time have a high chance to dodge attacks. Luckily, we didn't see that here. Hey, love.
Yeah?
I'm not allowed to talk anymore.
Yeah, no more talking.
But yeah, in any percent when we're a little bit weaker and we don't have a hammer, that fight can be a little terrifying if you get too many misses in a row.
It can be a bit of a sketch fest. Yes.
We're kind of going around to both sides, pulling the 2 levers. That'll let us get into the back room there, which will let us get the key to pull down that pillar we saw. Another sliding block puzzle, this time with moving platforms. I don't want to talk about how long it took me to solve that when I played this casually.
We're not going to talk about that.
Yep. Come on.
Give you the old body block. Give you the old body block there. It's like, whoop.
Right? Just a laser focusing in. Jody notably did not pack a winter outfit. It is being all strong and stoic and definitely not shivering. Don't worry about it, it's fine.
The word is definitely cold. This is why we own heavy jackets, friends, because it gets cold in the winter in parts north.
I'm still not used to it.
Yeah, we'll get you strong yet.
I know.
Strong, like lobster.
Mm-hmm. So I wait a little bit to get that enemy there on the right cycle to get by.
Notably, if you actually run into that enemy, it's an unrunnable encounter.
Yeah.
The worst kind of encounter.
There are some unrunnable encounters. They're all the ones that are like moving around on a set path. And the random statues we fight if we step on those bad tiles in the Guardian's Labyrinth. Turn our money into ethers like this is Final Fantasy 1.
Everyone is Final Fantasy 1 if you squint hard enough.
You know what? I'll allow it. Except when it's Dragon Quest 1.
Sometimes you just squint real hard. So that leaves the important question. Is Final Fantasy 1 Dragon Quest 1, or is Dragon Quest 1 Final Fantasy 1?
No, they're two separate lineages. They're both wizardries.
Are they both wizardries? Are they both... Wait, does that make them both roguelikes? Because wizardry is just rogue. Alright, back to the game. We'll debate that one later, whether Final Fantasy is a roguelike or not. Here's Paula. She's real hopped up on that evil magic now. This is not a thing you should do, friends. Do not overdose on magic.
It is literally life-threatening.
Actually a problem. But Paula really wants to kill you, so she doesn't care how she does it.
Luckily, we just have to get her down to half health. And she gives up because, you know, the extra magic flowing through her system is not the best thing for your body.
Not healthy at all. So yeah, we take her back to Dragon Mom and patch her up.
Yeah. We're getting her for the lesson about, you know, you need to care about other people. Because her whole shtick is that, you know, she doesn't have magic. She sees people as with magic as cheating at the game of life. She's real salty about it.
They cheated the game and themselves.
It's a shame they don't know the difference.
Paula also hates speedruns with glitches, apparently.
Mm-hmm. And then Allison's like, but any percent runs are usually super technical, and glitches actually involve a really deep understanding of how the game's systems work. And Paula's just like, yeah, no, I'm out.
Marina fell asleep, dreaming of her girlfriend.
Well, her ex-girlfriend.
Her ex-girlfriend.
If you talk to that slime there, you get some of the best dialogue in the game. You should definitely play this game yourself and go do that. But yeah, Verina's gonna go on a sightseeing tour. Finds the old gardens. And then goes to check out her old school.
It's not there anymore.
And once again, mental health is really good and important, y'all. Verina's going through a time. And the coping mechanism of taking over the world is probably not the most healthy one. Anyway, we got a key. We can open doors that look like that.
This is now a Dragon Warrior, because we have the final key.
Or the Mystic Key in FF1.
No, we got it late enough in the game.
Fair.
But also, more importantly now, we start to get to use the Astral Bell, which takes us directly back to the center of the Astral Plane, and then we can use that to get anywhere we need to go. Let's do some side quests, shall we?
Yep. First things first. Yeah, Faith's been having a rough one. Let's see how she's doing. She is having a time with, you know, the everything going on. So Jody suggests a cozy day at the beach.
So it's fishing time.
Yep. And that's how you know it's a JRPG.
Because we got to fish.
Faith has the ability Mana Bomb, which is just a big non-elemental blast. Cleans up nicely.
Is that enough fish? Yeah, we only need one.
Yeah. We're going fast. We're eating light. That fish, not doing so hot on that grill.
We got a backup.
Now we're coming up on the most real line in the game. And now Faith and Jody are having, you know, the classic heart-to-heart. Both of them talking about their feelings. Jody's like, everyone else's problems are worse than mine, though. And, like, that's one of the most relatable things I've ever heard in a video game.
That hits me right in the middle of the heart, unfortunately.
Yep. But that does wrap up the quest. We get some experience, and Jody gets some extra buttons that we won't need to worry about. We're gonna go back down to the Guardian's Vault, because there's actually one of those dragon doors down here, and it's guarding a very useful piece of equipment.
That enemy was super chill.
Yeah, it was still in the runaway state. From when we came through here.
Like half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was. But yeah, we grabbing the dual wield pendant lets you do exactly what you think it does. Instead of equipping a spellbook, you can now equip 2 weapons. Interestingly enough, the hammer's drawback is you can't equip a spellbook. The hammer's drawback is not you can't dual wield.
Yep. So hypothetically, we could dual wield hammers, but since this is, you know, once again all quests, we'll be getting Allison a better weapon. But now we're back on the plot road.
Yep. This is what you need the dragon key for. This teaches us the spell Bloom,
which lets us walk over these flowers. Gonna pop in here, there's another critter in a box. And we're gonna slide over here. Hey look, this area is kind of glitchy. What's up with that?
That's a problem. We should probably fix that.
Yep.
There's a set of stairs here.
Yeah, it turns out Javis's boys were kind of bored. So, Javis sent them out to start scrambling various parts of the overworld.
Like breaking stuff.
Yep.
And then you get the music that lets you know that you're in a glitchy area.
Making sure I got everything. And we get an absolute banger of a boss theme.
But yeah, so Roy's a pretty standard boss fight, using some fairly standard attack spells, but also does sacrifice the pawn, which makes two of your characters attack each other.
Luckily, you know, this is fine, this is fine.
Melody has been doing Healy things enough that we have access to Revive, which is a star power ability.
Okay, so first things first, we need to heal, we need to dive bomb. I think I will actually use that elixir now, because I need to slow down Jody.
Yep, effects get doubled here, which is really bad. So slow-mo removes the repetition effect, especially now that Allison's dead and Melody has no juice.
Heal, magic missile. Yeah, this one is going very off the rails. This is one of the worst, one of the worst times I've ever had with this fight. That freeze is not good.
This fight has gone terribly.
Yeah, like when I say this is the worst I've ever had this fight go, I am not joking.
That's fine, actually.
Yeah, of all the things that could have happened there, I am A-okay with that one.
No one died. There we go.
god! What was that?
I don't know, but you had to drink the elixir.
Yeah. We got through. Anyway, we get an emerald wand, which is a very powerful non-elemental wand.
Now we're gonna chug some ethers, patch up the party's MP.
And we're gonna get out of here, because I don't want to think about this spot anymore. Go back to Green Ridge.
I can't believe you used the elixir. What kind of RPG player are you?
One who doesn't have any other healing items.
Yeah, fair. But we pop back in here. And now Claire works here, by the way. So we're gonna talk to some customers, and guess what? The fastest option is to be a jerk to the customers. Not really, but we are living the customer service dream right now.
Yeah, like, this guy wants, you know, gold leaf on his foods.
We don't have that. Tell him to go to hell.
And so, you know, you want to know what the customer gets instead? Water.
Glass of water. Guess how much this guy tips? That's right, nothing.
This guy gets a fish sandwich. And
What is a jerk about it?
So, we call out the manager, who tells him to get the hell out.
Bev's like, I can't believe that person was a total jerk.
Yeah. Bev and Claire are having a moment to each other, chatting after kicking a jerk out.
And Claire finally says the words.
Yep.
Not just I like you, but I like you.
And do you want to go out? And then they kiss.
And then Beverly eats Claire's shield.
You should explain that one.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna leave that one there for everybody who got it, and not. If you got it, you got it. If you didn't, you missed it.
Anyway, it's time for Melanie to do her paladin training. And since she's powered by the power of love, she needs to go on the perfect date. Which Beverly and Claire are more than happy to help her out with.
There's Claire chasing a monster, because, you know, she can teleport?
Well, yeah, she works in customer service.
I can't teleport!
I like to think using a phone is a way of doing teleportation, or at least telepresence. There's a joke about multi-level marketing in there that I totally missed the exact text of. Let's bring out the Cupid.
Where's this rope hanging from? Not telling you. Claire is adorable.
Right?
I like how Melly and Alistair's like, you wanna leave? Like, yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah. And then they do the gayest thing I can think of, which is curl up on the couch and watch TV together.
We've never done that before.
Nope.
When was the last time we did that? Like a couple of days ago?
But I was showing you, you know, the notes for this run.
Or was it when you were watching me play Star Ocean earlier today?
Oh yeah, that also counts. But now we're going to do some backtracking to areas we've been before to pick up 2 more critters. Because we can't get this one until we have Bloom.
Now we've got Bloom. And then we're gonna go down.
Yep.
Hang a left.
That's a right, love.
It's a left, and it's a left because we're walking down.
Ah.
Get wrecked.
I'm not owned, you're owned. Don't post in the newspaper that I'm owned. We're gonna go back down into the cave from earlier, and also slightly less earlier. Take a sneaky trip up this way, over some spikes that we can't cross unless we have Jody. Find another critter.
We love them.
Now, headed back to Mumford.
And now it is time for some optional content.
Mm-hmm.
We are very off of the any percent track right now.
Oh yeah. Like, the last any percent thing we did was grab that third critter, because we usually skip the one that's in this town.
Yep.
Slide over here. And here we are in Bonus Dungeon Town. With all these weird tubes.
This is where the Genova project is, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to the top of this room and we're gonna fight the super lesbian animal Genova.
But first, we're gonna get back to the banging music. Ah.
I was like, I want to do it again.
Right.
And Melody is probably gonna lose her lunch.
Gonna slip in here real fast, because here's another star fruit.
We needed two. There's a third one that we normally get in any, because obviously we can't get this one. We're not coming here in any percent.
Yep.
But obviously since this one's on the way, we just snag it now.
Yeah, it's much faster than going to grab the other one. Like, if we had to do this dungeon in any percent, we would grab that one over the other one.
Alice's mom is like, I'm a bunny, I jumped over. And you're like, wait, what?
What's a jump? No one here's a dragoon.
More tubes.
Mm-hmm. More spinny. So the box, it's a critter.
But we need that.
Yep, that's number 6. 2 more to go. That door needs a key. So we're gonna wander on up this way. Hey, look, a key.
It's like you know where the items are in this game.
Right? It's like I've played this game before.
It's like you're a speedrunner.
But it's okay, we didn't need the key. Mom picked the lock. Unfortunately, that hit Allison right in the inferiority complex.
Thanks, Mom.
But that's okay. The door closes on us. And we have to prove we're not a robot.
And now it is time for and then it is going to be time for the best fight in the game.
Yep. We had to locate the help wizard.
It's a wizard. It does not have 887 hit points, though.
Yeah, I think we overkilled by 886. So our other three intrepid adventurers have already made it to the back room and have jacked into the mainframe, which set off an alarm. And this guy shows up. I think he's a friend.
I don't like him.
But he really likes monkeys. So yeah, this is Datalis. The backstory of this whole area is that all of the zombies work for this guy, and this entire island is a crypto mining rig.
We're gonna end this robot's entire existence.
Yeah, all of his apes are going to be gone. Best sprite in the game. I think this guy's supposed to be hard.
We kill the hands first.
You know, slow down a certain amount of damage coming out from this guy. Hit crack in the armor, which is Jody's best spell. It does a little bit of damage, but more importantly, it lowers the enemy's defenses, both magical and physical, by 25%. Meaning that Alice and Claire get to hit really hard for 3 turns. Allowing us to wrap this up rather quickly.
So we end this entire robot's career.
Yep.
Boom boom. You made a powerful enemy today, and your group is just like, lol, lamau, whatever.
Yeah. And now Allison's gonna talk it out with her mom about, you know, what being a hero and adventurer is all about. But we're not gonna tell Mom about, you know, the whole world-ending thing.
That takes longer.
Yeah. Mom gives us a cool sword, though.
Because Mom knows what lesbians love.
It's cool swords. Okay. We do put Magical Girl on again because this is going to be the boss where we need it.
Yep.
Ether up. And head out of town.
Things look a little whack here, love. We're gonna have to clean house, aren't we?
After how that last fight went, I'm gonna drop the safety save. So this is Clinton. His whole shtick is that he uses poison. We have 15 turns to beat him before we, you know, kick the bucket. Notably, if everything goes right, it'll take about 6. Amazing.
Perfect.
Yeah. This guy has a big AoE spell that will poison the entire party. And that's the whole reason we give Melody the Magical Girl book, is because if we don't heal when that spell hits, this fight goes off the rails really, really badly. But we didn't see it. So that was actually really good.
That fight went better than expected.
Yep. We do pick up an accessory that lets us deal with status conditions, but we don't need that. Instead, we're gonna go back down to the beach. I'm gonna find another boy. But yeah, you'll notice we've kind of locked into our, you know, optimal strat for the party. We have gained access to a couple of new star power spenders for Allison and Claire. Claire's unfortunately is fire elemental, so we won't be really using that until she gets another level up and gets the ice equivalent. But Allison finally gets access to a gauge spender that cannot miss.
Frost on turn 1 with his Pokemon still.
Right? Allison's new Zap Saber also has the ability to occasionally stun, which also causes turns to go. We got Blizzard, which is A-OK. This guy's whole shtick is he changes the weather, which, like Pokemon, affects damage types of different elemental effects. Jody freezing there is not great, but that's okay. Get Blast Beat, and you know what? I'm just gonna hit Magic Missile here.
Did not need the crack in the armor there to get the kill anyway.
Nope. And there's Avalanche, which is the big ice attack that Claire gets.
We get new pants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so those are going on to Claire. The old ones are going on to Melody.
Who's been, by the way, wearing a cardboard box this entire time.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And now we're going to go back up to the Uncanny Valley to clean up the rest of our quests. Because we still have to finish getting all the critters, we still have one more of Javis's boys to fight, and we have to turn in that weird rock we found back when we were on our way to talk to Zinnia. And let's not talk about the run I did the other day where I forgot to turn in the weird rock.
Gotta turn in the weird rock. Gotta turn in the weird rock. It's a quest.
Yep. There's critter number 7. Come over and talk to Mint. She's going to make Jody's technically ultimate weapon. Does less physical damage than the Moonblade does, so we're not going to bother equipping it, though it does give her some great defensive stats.
Oh yeah, we turned in the rock.
I remembered this time. I'm so good at this game. Also, another amazing battle track that you do not hear in any percent right now. reminds me of, like, that one Weather Channel theme that goes way harder than it has any right to.
I mean, the one for, like, storms and stuff?
Yeah!
We gotta stop over here real quick.
Yep, because in that box, if you guessed that was the last critter, you would be correct.
Alright.
Now we're coming up with the last of Javis's boys. This one is technically supposed to be the most powerful and terrifying. So once again, I'm going to safety save and also heal up first. So, Love, I have a very important question to you.
Yes?
How do magnets work?
I don't care, actually.
And neither do we!
I do appreciate that his shoes are held on by a magnetic force, apparently. See, Allison is positive and Melody is negative, so they can kiss.
Opposites attract or something like that.
Yep.
Throw that there. Not quite the end. Now it is.
God damn.
And with that out of the way, we are almost done with all of our quests.
And that's it?
Yep. Replace the headband. Give you a headband. Now let's get out of here.
We've fought all the bosses. We've done all the quests. You even turned in the weird rock.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's... all we gotta do is finish the game. Which is, you know, all of Act 5.
And one last adorable boss in Act 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, we're gonna punch a medic.
Are we, though?
No, this healer jelly's like, look, I got an RPG, let's do this!
Yep. So the healer jelly's whole shtick is that only star power attacks are powerful enough to break through. So we just power up the team.
In this run, we do get access to blast speed for this fight, which just absolutely ruins Heavy Jelly, though.
Yep. Crack of the armor for the kill. You'll love to see it.
Heavy Jelly's like, you know what? You're cool. I'm gonna get out of here.
Mm-hmm. Also, in terms of aptly named locations in this game, welcome to Mount Sappho.
It's right on the nose, just whoop.
Here we have minecart puzzles. And more color wheels.
More color wheels.
Taking my time on this just because it takes less time to wait than it does to actually do the fights. Here we're going to dive a little deeper into our ability list and have Allison use lightning kicks, a button we haven't really used up until this point, which does physical lightning AoE damage. The Tape Troopers, very weak to that, in fact.
It erases all their data.
Yeah, but it is like one of the few AoE buttons we have that doesn't cost star power right now.
So you just get to let it rip whenever you need, as long as you've got the MP. And we bought a pile of ethers for a reason.
Yep.
That's right, for drinking.
I mean, you know.
You are the one who used. You are the one who used the ether, after all.
Yep. Take a minute. Gotta do that. Gonna heal up because it's not like we're gonna have a solo section suit or anything. Ha 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 ha.
The music here rules.
Yep. And now we're deep in the heart of Scrambletown. Our party's like, hey, we talk? And Javis is here like, no, heck you.
Just like, have you considered prison?
And we're like, oh, we don't like that. And neither should you. But luckily, our lovely bard friends come and bust us out of jail. So let's go. I do love the joke that the color wheel can target enemies who are, well, party members who aren't in the party right now and change their color. And the next time we get into a combat with that party member, they will have their alternate color palette on. Jerk horse.
RPG jerk horse.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Paula.
Look, horses are just birds of the land.
No!
What? But yeah, lightning kicks. Just devastates this fight. Melody's also busted out, because she's the one who's holding on to all the key items in the party. In any percent, when you don't get the Astral Bell, they just don't explain it.
Yep. Also, in case you didn't think the music could get any better, here's the fun police, by the way. We hate them.
Yep. Gotta go first.
Nice crit.
Yeah, I think that crit actually matters. So we picked up Jody, and now we're gonna go off and go grab Claire, because we need to get the band back together. Because we are in Final Dungeon Town. And for that, we need the full crew. So if you don't talk to Claire first, you get a bunch of dialogue because she gets real salty about it. It's hilarious, but it's slow. Grab the picnic set, which is a full party, full restoration item that you can only use outside of combat. You know, as one would expect from, you know, standard RPG tropes these days.
Can't have a picnic inside of combat, just doesn't work that way.
True. And that is one of two we get in this run. The other one drops with 100% of the time off the Honey Jelly.
Yep. But we've got the band back together one more time. And of course, unsurprisingly, we're gonna go punch a VHS tape in the face.
Nice counter.
Catch this elbow. But yeah, once you form the bridge, the lights turn back on.
Or
Also,
arguably off?
Or off, I guess? I just adore the fact that this area does not have a combat theme, it's just the theme.
Mm-hmm.
More Final Dungeons need to do this.
Yeah, it really adds that sense of, like, mounting anticipation as you go into the final conflict. So now...
Who likes Mega Man?
This Gumball Goliath has the exact same stats as the one we fought the first time.
We're gonna house this thing this time.
It's not even gonna be fair.
It's no Gumball percent here.
Yeah, any percent takes 2 rounds on it, but it's still very much a dumpster fest. So I'm not running a timer right now. So I don't know how I'm doing and how bad that really rough Javis Sun fight left me. But this is the room where you can throw.
Yep.
I did it.
It's hard to see the floor pattern, but there is a floor pattern.
Yeah, once you know what you're looking for, it's like
super obvious, but until then.
But when I was playing this casually, I had no idea there was a floor pattern there. I just thought that attack happened automatically. And I was very confused when I got to the end and the switch was there, and they're like, why are we turning off, the floor tiles when we've already activated them? I'm like, they were floor tiles?
But yeah, here's Big Dust Bunny.
This Dust Bunny is actually a different Dust Bunny than the last one. Better stats, still a chump.
Bigger Dust Bunny, still pathetic. Oh yeah, we open the door.
Use the picnic set. I'm going to save here, because this is the scariest fight in the run.
Because we could get betrayed like 5 times or something.
Yeah. Javis is a jerk. We're going to skip a very adorable cutscene that you should definitely buy this game, play it, and go watch. But again, trying to go fast.
So yeah, this fight, Javis does a couple of the really annoying things. He has the ability of Betrayal, which makes your party members attack each other. He will summon clones of your party members to do actions that they would normally do. And a lot of his attacks apply the corruption status, which obviously we talked about earlier, but it's been a while. It hasn't come up yet, which will basically apply confusion to our party members, which is pretty awful. Claire getting all the bad things all at one time here. Also, when Javis takes your turn away, or when Javis's clones of you can use your abilities without regard for star power, so...
Annoyingly, she targeted the wrong character. That's okay. Like, not the greatest Javis fight, but I've had a lot worse.
And it's also all quests, which is...
Okay, yeah. Well,
yeah.
Yeah,
is a
all
little bit less
quests.
scary.
Yeah. Depending on how risky you're feeling, sometimes people put the Magical Girl spellbook on for this fight, just because if this fight goes off the rails, it goes off the rails super hard. But for all quests, we can just keep with the double Chronomancy and just,
Go to town.
just race him. I am going to take the extra safety save again, because this is the second scariest fight of the run.
This is the point of no return. Y'all know it's RPG trope time when the game tells you, hey, this is the ending.
And, like, you want to see how powerful Verita is? Yeah, that's the good stuff.
Gotta have the right background for an ultimate battle, right?
Like, if you are not powerful enough to part the clouds like that, are you really worthy of being a final boss?
Like, you gotta get the moonrise behind you so that, you know, you can see the moon and have it watch your battle, because you're a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
Verena has a comment because you kiss your girlfriend in the middle of the fight. Like, what the heck?
She can use Blink, which is a spell that Claire also gets access to, where she just hex off for a turn, which is great.
It's not great.
It is predictably very slow.
Why you want to have Chronomancy or you want to have Magical Girl for this in any percent.
Yeah.
Because two of those can take out Claire pretty easily, and Allison will also not be doing very good.
Yeah, in this case, Melody ain't doing so hot either.
Did we need to blast beat here?
No.
We didn't want to miss. But we didn't want to miss, obviously.
Yeah. Did we need it? No. Was it stylish as hell?
And Rena's like, y'all did great. I'm gonna patch you up because y'all did great.
And at this point, everyone's been punched a bit. We're all a little tired, so Claire gets to make a little comment about, like, how, you know, magic basically saved her life, and Melody's like, yeah, no, we talked to Zinnia, and Verena's like, what?
My ex-girlfriend is alive?
Yeah. She misses me? Heck it, I'm out. I'm gonna go talk to my wife. That's right, ex-girlfriend. I love that joke. Javis, on the other hand...
Oh, Verena's gone. To heck with you.
I'm gonna go back to, you know, this world domination plan, because, you know, I was into that one.
But I wanted to be evil. And now we're in Earthbound.
Yep. So, Love.
Yeah.
How do you feel about biblical accuracy?
I mean, we had a conversation about this. We know that the Bible is not historically accurate. I'm not really too put out by it, but, you know, I don't...
What about when it comes to VHS tapes?
Wait, what? Wait, why? Javis is like, I became a biblically accurate VHS tape. I've obtained the ultimate power.
Yep.
Gotta call my girlfriend. She'll talk later.
Gonna blast it with magic. Nothing's going down. So Melody has the great idea of, like, hey, you know how we did the ritual to give us magic? And you know how Paula also got overdosed with magic earlier? I think we might need that.
Claire's like, hey, that's real dangerous.
But, like, I mean, we need to save the world.
We blast our inner doubts in the face.
Yeah. Unlike, you know, one Madeline Celeste.
Yeah, there's no breathing exercises here. We just go for the throat, and now we're here.
We are here for maximum violence. After our snazzy magical girl transformation.
Also, since we've actually completed the Faith questline, Faith fights with us in this fight, which is, well, irrelevant mostly.
Yeah, it's nice, but it's definitely not necessary. This fight is a victory lap at the best of times.
Javis summons biblically accurate eyeballs floating around as well. Guess what? This one's now weak against right.
Yeah, you gotta punch it in his silly eye.
Nice crit.
Javis, unfortunately, isn't playing ball, and isn't killing off the rest of the party.
And isn't throwing up Glitch Barrier to help Melody do damage, so it's just like...
Well, I'm actually holding back on Melody in case he does hit the Glitch Barrier.
Yeah, because we only have 20 star power.
Yeah. Because I don't want to use my healing, because all my healing is AoE now.
Yep.
There we go.
Glitch Barrier does make this fight, makes Javis completely immune, but we literally have a button that says, go first, blow it up, and do 2,000 damage. Not quite time, though. We still have to go a little bit. There's still a little bit of inputting here, so it's not over yet. But that is the final boss fight.
Yeah. Now, all it's down to is dialogue and movement. Yeah, I will warn folks as we get closer to time. But, unfortunately, got overjuiced with magic, we collapsed, and wake up in a bed. Somewhere. It's Verita's house.
Wait, your house is in the afterlife? No, silly heads. I'm back in town.
Yeah. Talk to that closet, by the way, if you're playing this casually.
There's a lot of weapons and stuff in there.
Mm-hmm. There's some fun dialogue, too.
So, Verena can, like, give you a whole lot of information about what happened while you were unconscious. Or you can be all like, nah, I'm out. And then... yeah, we're out.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of interesting lore and, like, wrap-up information about various hanging plot threads and whatnot. We don't care about any of that. We're trying to go fast.
Javis is like, why aren't you evil? And Verena's like, I like girls.
Yeah. So... we go for the bad pun. And the Team Rocket.
Blasting off again.
Ding! And since we beat up the Javis brothers, they show up and they're like, here now. They're just hanging out. They're just dudes.
We're gonna be chill bros, doing chill things.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else teleports away now, and now it's just Melody, Allison. Let's get out of here.
And some chill tunes.
Enjoy some chill vibes from the chill tunes. As if the soundtrack couldn't get any better.
So anyway, we're going back to Melody's house. Time will be very shortly after that.
Time will be on the
first frame of the title appearing in the sky, which also coincides with the lyrics starting in the ending music. So we have the house light going out, music swells, we pan up, and time is going to be... now.
Oh, tell me when I'll see you.
What was my time, anyway?
2:23:54 on the stream.
Okay. So minute and a half off world record.
Well, no kisses.
Rude.
Alright,
Fair.
fine.
No. We have a tradition. We must maintain it.
This is the first time you've run this in a marathon.
If it means I can be here in your
It's a marathon record. I needed to make the excuse.
Fair.
But yes, we do have tradition that for any world record there are kisses. Or personal best at least.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Super Lesbian Animal RPG. All quests. All of them. Every last one.
100%. Didn't miss a thing.
Yep.
Actually didn't miss a thing.
This game has been incredible. I've been running it everywhere. I love it to death. Yeah. Like, it is such a fun run. It is such a fun game. Definitely check it out, either casually or as a speed game. And also, make sure that if you aren't following twitch.tv/demarine2, you do that. Because the wonderful Demarine, my wonderful commentator, does more than just make funny jokes into a microphone. She also plays video games on the internet, sometimes multiple at the same time.
I mostly just make jokes into the microphone at this point. I like making jokes into the microphone, though. It's kind of my thing.
True. And once again, I'm Leggy Starscream. You can find if you Google Leggy Starscream and you see a Leggy Starscream, that is probably me being that Leggy Starscream. But I try to stream evening Eastern time. I play a lot of RPG runs, randomizers, anything that has just too much RNG in it. Thank you all for hanging out. Cool. Well, this has been a blast. Thank you all for hanging out. Definitely catch the rest of Questing for Glory. This marathon is incredible. But for now, I'm gonna wander off and make dinner for the wonderful lesbians of this household.
Bye, everybody!